Mighty Quinn in first tonight. Everybody lining up, getting ready for Shop Talk. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chris with Cycle Source Magazine, and if I do my job right here, I start the clock and we start the countdown. Radar, what's up, buddy? Radar coming in from North Carolina. At least I think that's where he's at. Lots of stuff to talk about tonight. Great show. We haven't seen you guys since before Bike Week, and Bike Week did not disappoint, let me tell you. Hey, listen, if you're out there watching, make sure you don't just sit back like another effing observer. Get involved. Put your name up where you're watching from. We'd like to give you a little shout out. Know where everybody's watching Shop Talk from. This is Shop Talk, America's first and favorite two-wheel entertainment show. Going live every Sunday, 9 p.m. on the East Coast through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. And this is another one. This is another Sunday. Sunday. Can't wait for all you guys to get piled in so we can get this one fired up. We got some great stuff to cover. Tons of stuff. Feature bike, event report. We got some new product. We rode a new bike in Daytona. Lots of stuff. Hurry up, get a drink, kick back, and relax. Get ready for another episode of Shop Talk. Going live in just 4 minutes. Just 4 minutes. Radar is in North Carolina. Right on, man. Just 4 minutes. Sit back. Get ready. Shop Talk. So I got to tell you what's funny. We started the countdown early this week, and you can tell because Radar and the Mighty Quinn are here, but none of the regulars, none of the usuals are here yet because we started early. That means we're such screw-ups every week that nobody is here early. Wait, oh, look, there's dual stereo. Perfect timing. Just unpacked 20,000 foot of Cat 6 and loaded the van for tomorrow. Oh, dear God. That sounds like entirely too much work. Hey, for us, man, we're just 2 days away from leaving for the Great White North, where we're headed up for the Donnie Smith Winter Nationals and Custom Bike Show in St. Paul, Minnesota. Cannot wait to get there. One of my favorite times of year. This year, they're adding a whole new feature. If you haven't checked it out, go over to our YouTube page. We have a whole interview series with all of this year's invited builders. It's going to be pretty badass. DDB, I'm imagining that's Colorado. We were just talking about Colorado. Greatest rest areas in the world. The restrooms are actually heated and air conditioned in the summertime. You can sleep in there. There's room to pull your bike in. Just tell them we said it was okay. Well, the clock says we're down to a minute. I can hardly believe it. Minute and a half. Minute and a half. Hurry up, get ready. See, I told you we screwed everybody up. Bill Stevens says, look, you being all early and stuff. Dill Stereo, do the rooms come with drip pants? Well, no, because normally when I ride out there, I don't take the chopper in the middle of the winter up over the hill, so we're all set for that. Radar, hopefully somewhere else tomorrow. Reminds me of Steppenwolf's Hey Lordy Mama. Yeah, no kidding. Charlie Wright, it's up. Josh Collins, hey Josh, good to see you in here, buddy. Dill Stereo, the Red Roof Inn in Orlando used to do the same thing back in the 90s. I think that was pretty much every Red Roof Inn was the deal. So hey, we're down to 23 seconds. That's just enough time to get this thing out of the station and up onto the tracks. Let's go live with this week's episode of Shop Talk. Here we go. Tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It is just after 9 p.m. on the East Coast. That means it's time for another episode of Shop Talk, coming to you live through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. I am Chris Callen with Cycle Source Magazine. I'm going to be your host for the next 90 to 120 minutes of all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit on our little program here, joined by my posse, my crew, my road dogs, my faithful bunch.
Hey.
What the hell is going on? How'd you do that?
Oh, I sound like a superhero.
I don't know. I thought Cher was upstairs for a second.
Did you put that voice effect on? What do they call that thing?
You took the buttons away from me, remember?
Oh, boy.
Ken Ruppel's Evening from Washington.
Wisconsin?
XAM biker. Wisconsin. Hey, wait a minute.
Wow.
Those are so dirty.
Washington, Wisconsin. It's all ball
Now it definitely looks like
all
Washington.
the same. It starts with a W. We're good.
Okay.
Oh, the
Weren't
pain.
we just talking about getting old?
Little rusty.
What a bitch it is.
Oh.
So, back from Bike Week, had we got our shit together enough, we would have a complete sizzle reel of all the fun we had in Daytona. But as it is...
I think we kind of have a little excuse.
What was the little excuse?
A magazine?
Well,
they're so
we
overrated.
still do that magazine thing. It's
we
crazy.
do. For those of
Stupid
you that don't
magazine.
know, we still do a magazine.
Yeah, we still publish a national newsstand magazine around all this
It's
mess.
called Cycle Source.
Check it out.
know if
on
I've
the
ever
newsstand
seen it.
near you.
Sometimes it doesn't suck.
But the one thing we can show you from Daytona, and I'm going to take 2 minutes real quick, right off the rip, and get this out of the way. This has got to be one of the coolest bikes that Harley-Davidson has come out with to date. So this is part of their Icon collection. They announced that they were releasing this thing in Daytona. As we were on our way to Daytona, we took it everywhere. I'm still hoping those guys aren't super pissed off that we took it on the beach.
I don't know, but a ferry just landed somewhere.
Let's check out the Hydroglide Revival.
Or I'm stoned.
You may be stoned.
And we're here at Daytona to talk to you a little bit about our 2024 icon, which is the Hydroglide Revival.
Look forward to seeing what they do next with this Icon line because they're really killing it with it. So until next time, this is Chris with Greasing Gears TV. This was your first ride review on the 2024 Harley-Davidson Hydroglide Revival. Okay, so let's talk about this motorcycle real quick. It's a brand new motorcycle. You get all the features of everything you would expect in one of Harley's brand new motorcycles, but it seriously looks like an old 56 Panhead. And it's a blast. It's a blast. It's comfortable, it's cool. You know, if you put the right pipe on it. That was my
You change this or that.
Well, that was my only thing. You know, like you expect to see like the corrugated pipes and a big muffler on the side like you would on a Panhead, and that was my only thing about it. That was the only takeaway. Other than that, it was killer bike. Hey, and if you want to check out the full test ride where we get into the whole thing, what we liked about the bike, what we didn't, you can head over to Grease and Gears TV. What's that? Oh my God, it's like Netflix for motorcycles. You can watch all kind of stuff, tech, rides, races, everything you would expect to see on a proper motorcycle media outlet, and put together by those of us in this very room right here.
So, did you like it better than you liked the Highway King?
You know, I did, because the Highway King was modeled after the Shovelhead, and
I know.
I thought those were some of the clumsy years of the Shovelhead. I mean, they're
Honestly,
they're
I
still
like
cool.
the aesthetics of the Highway King
Yeah.
significantly better.
I like this one a lot.
Hey, I screwed the pooch, just so you know. I'm going to
Oh,
call
poor-
myself out right now.
Poor Smalls.
Okay.
I forgot to turn on Cyclesource Facebook for the feed.
I'm sitting
I'm like,
here,
why are all the
bonehead.
comments from YouTube?
bonehead.
And then Miss Judy's like,
Are you not doing a show
are you not
tonight?
doing a show tonight? I'm like, it's on. What are you talking about?
So you put it on now?
Oh, well, I tried to, but I don't think it worked. So Dennis Kirk has it, though.
Oh, Jesus, Heather.
Oh,
Hard handicap. They're fun to watch.
There's too many buttons.
Did you really just say that?
Yeah.
Mrs. Monkey's in the house.
Hi, Mrs. Monkey.
So there's that.
Why wouldn't I? We've lived by that rule our whole lives.
Oh, man. So listen, like I said, lots of stuff to get to in the show tonight. If this is your first time watching, welcome to ShopTalk.
Where have you been?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on there? Like, you just
Where the hell have you
just
been?
start riding a motorcycle?
Well, Mike, don't take it that far. Come on, Woody.
What? What'd I miss?
Oh yeah.
Woody
what
said,
was
so I'm not an idiot. I'm like, well, come on.
Bill Stevens says, "What was the bike on the lift behind Chris?" That, my man, was an honest to God Arlen Ness luxury line.
Oh boy.
Our buddy Gary owns that motorcycle, and it is badass front to back. So
I have to tell everybody, you recorded that ending piece in that shop at like 4 o'clock in the morning after he went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to put that video together. That poor guy, he was so tired.
but even still, like, I didn't want to wake everybody in the house up, so I had a buddy of mine ask me, like, dude, were you really tired? I said, no, I was seriously keeping my voice down so I didn't have to wake everybody up.
When did you ever care about waking everybody in the house up? All of a sudden.
Yeah,
Since you
seriously?
stopped sleeping in the house.
Oh, well.
Because, like, here at home, you don't give a rat's ass when you wake up.
Yeah, funny how that works.
He, like, every time he gets, like, if he has to get out of bed at night, Mark, when he comes back, he, like, belly flops like he's going into the pool. It's ridiculous.
That's my bed. That's my
But,
bed.
like, it doesn't matter if I just happen to be laying there. He will, like, I get an arm across the face.
Nah,
like,
you
he
won't.
bounces me out. It's, like, it's ridiculous. I don't want to
Thank
wake
God.
anybody up.
Thank God this isn't the
please.
70s. It's a waterbed. He'd shoot you out of the bed. You'd end up on the floor next to it.
Mr. Monkey, so we can talk. Can we talk about how heavy motors are? It's completely unnecessary. Did you not see World's Strongest Biker at SmokeOut, dude? Like,
Or-
if I can carry one, you
Or
can
by
carry
a
one.
Banks engine lift yet? What's up?
right?
Yeah, Banks engine lift. Awesome.
How about you, Mark? What'd you do?
Well, I did a little bit of this. I cooked a little. I
Ooh,
worked.
what did you cook?
Oh, dude. I'm on this weird thing with goat cheese all of a sudden.
Ew.
Oh, you'd like it. I'm telling you, you'd like it.
Blah, blah, blah,
Sauteed
blah, blah.
mushrooms, onions, garlic, 2 different kinds of goat cheese over top of spinach, feta, raviolis. You'd have been all in it.
No, you know,
You've been talking. You've been
everything
talking to
sounds
Paul
amazing.
Becklin.
I just
can
can't do
tell.
the goat cheese.
Telling you, you'd like it. Yeah, Paul, like that. He's a
Hey.
whole different. He's a whole different world.
Heather, look at that. There's messages coming in from Facebook now. I did the little button thing that you do to make sure that the show's going everywhere.
I'm coming up with some new bike ideas. Going to
So-
make Chris do it.
Hey.
No.
Yeah, I'm
With
telling you.
that shovel head?
No, screw
Oh,
that
come on,
shovel head.
dude.
Hey, Mark, do you have a Sportster?
Yeah. Why? That's the one I want to do a little something to.
She wants to chop it.
I want to.
You're not chopping that
Professional
Sportster.
Monkey says my mic is off.
That's
Not on this end.
Turn
mini.
up Chris's mic. What
Oh,
did?
boy.
Wow, we suck
Oh.
tonight.
Did you
Hey,
turn your
check.
shit
One,
off?
1, 2.
Well, I can, or you can hear through mine.
I don't know.
Miss Judy, because
about
I
now?
made a
Oh,
there you
wow!
go.
I can hear you.
Miss Judy, because I made a mistake.
Because we were out on the road, right?
Why is it Dennis Kirk? Why didn't you tell me? Because I screwed up, Mom. I screwed up.
Your little girl's not perfect, Judy.
Okay, so Rob,
I know.
Tell her something she didn't
I'm
know.
so gonna get slapped in the mouth for that next time I see her.
Can you do with that? Can you do with that? So somebody just said, Robin Higginbottom
Wait,
said,
we have a Sportster to chop up. What are you talking about? You need a Sportster
no,
to
we
chop
need
up.
another one.
Wait a minute. What Sportster do we have to chop up?
Wasn't there one out there from D?
Yeah, Chris said no.
No, that
because I
one-
said that same thing.
It's an Ironhead. I want that for another project. I
He
got
wants
dibs.
that for his digger project.
I got dibs.
Whatever.
Miss Judy says, like I didn't know. So listen,
I
Tom
love
Banks
her.
says, Happy
Thanks, Mom.
St. Patty's Day.
I just tried selling a Banks lift just to let you know, Tom. I'm pushing them.
So two things. Happy St. Patty's Day. Chris No, Robin Higginbottom, Tom Banks. I'm not wishing anybody happy St. Patrick's Day. I want you to know that it wasn't an accident that we didn't put that on social media this morning because everybody did. Like, I wasn't awake 5 minutes and I saw 53,000 green motorcycles, people with leprechaun hats on.
Oh, but you didn't have a problem eating the corned beef and cabbage tonight.
Well, I didn't say I didn't want to celebrate. I just don't want to get caught up in the hoopla. Everybody's taking the same damn picture. Why are we doing this?
Isn't it Keith Ball's birthday? Didn't Keith Ball
It
just have
is
a
Keith
birthday?
Ball's birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Ball.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about
Big
that.
Matt, let's talk about some cool shit. It's been 2 weeks. Everything we talk about is cool, Matt. Come on.
Cassio's Tattoo Gallery in the house.
Congrats
Just-
on your
yeah.
grand opening this weekend.
His
I
big
so
grand
wish
opening.
we could have been there.
She just wishes she could have been there for free tattoos.
Well, that's,
All right.
Well, I don't get free tattoos. If you're getting free tattoos and I'm not, we need to talk.
I'm not. Tom says because I'm still 17% Irish. Well, there's some debate here about how much Irish everybody in the room is. You can see Heather is completely celebrating Irish today.
I'm none.
None?
I am.
Irish?
You have a green
You've
and
heard
yellow.
you've read my last name on that.
I know, but
prompter, haven't you?
you have a green and yellow flannel on.
I got like 93 vowels in my last name. There's no Irish in that.
All right, man. Listen,
Took me 11th grade till I learned
Hey.
how to spell the damn thing.
let's get on with the show. Damn it! If this
Like,
is your
we
first
have a
time watching,
super rad guest, and
yeah,
we're gonna
we-
lose her.
we
if
gotta
you
get
We're
on.
not
don't get your
losing her.
Poop in a group.
But it starts out with what?
The news.
The
Jesus.
ShopTalk World Report is brought to you by Law Tigers. Get the compensation you deserve and get back on the road with Law Tigers.
First up in the news tonight from the Wall Street Journal. I don't even know how we get high class enough to poach news from the Wall Street Journal, but she's 16 and races motorcycles at 175 miles an hour. Kayla Yakov, 16, a professional motorcycle racer who competes in the Moto America Supersport Series and lives in Gettysburg, PA, on her Ducati Pingal V2, is
She
told
doesn't
by
even have
AJ
her
Bain.
driver's license.
Yeah,
yet.
right? And
That's
lives in
crazy.
Gettysburg.
She's doing something right.
I'd ask Kiefer if he's seen her, but going 175 miles an hour, let's
Probably
be
not.
serious. He missed that one completely.
Yes.
You know, I just recently talked to another racer, who shall not be named.
The racer who shall not be
The
named.
racer who shall
The
not be named.
no-named racer.
Races ice racing and sun speed and all this stuff, and does not have a motorcycle endorsement. Never taken the test.
Nice. This is big
Never
news,
taken
man.
the class either.
From the brand new outfitted Harley Davidson team. Wyman doubles down in Daytona Bagger Battle. There's the new skins. Big
How
smile
cool
on
do you feel
faces.
that you were just on a track with?
I know, with both those
The
gentlemen
Wyman
right
brothers.
there. The closest racing in Daytona this year was the 2 rounds of Moto America's Battle of the Baggers as the Behemoths went 2 and 3 wide around the Tri-Oval. However, Harley-Davidson factory racing rider Cal Wyman did the Daytona double by winning the first 2 races of the 24 season by fractions of a second over Indian mounted challenger Troy Herfoss. Fellow HD factory racer James Rispoli finished in 3rd place in both races. Wyman and Rispoli were aboard race-prepared 2024 Road Glides. Meanwhile, it was a clean sweep for Harley racers in the hooligan class. Both of these cats are exemplary human beings, and when you actually get to stand trackside and watch them go around the track, they're both quite insane, completely out of their minds, and I can't imagine how there was a rider between the two of them. So
I love how competitive it is. Like,
Oh,
there's
dude.
not one blowing the other one away all the time.
Yep.
Super competitive. That makes it interesting.
Okay, over to
What?
I'm stuck.
Oh, boy.
Bump me, quick.
Bump the back of his head.
Motorsports
Just
Newswire.
doop.
Triumph recall
Again.
of certain 22 to 24 Speed Triple RS and Speed Triple RR motorcycles. It's a campaign. The summary: Triumph Motorcycles American Limited is recalling certain 22 to 24 Speed Triple RS Triple RR motorcycles. The engine may overheat and cause the fan motor to fail, resulting in a coolant leak. Double R. Dealers will replace the original engine software calibration with a new version free of charge. Owner notification letters are expected to be mailed March 20th. Owners may contact Triumph customer service at this number. Heather will put it up.
At Triumph Customer Service.
See how I do that, Heather? I just know. I know you got me. I know you got me.
Whatever.
I know.
Hey, she forgot to turn Facebook on. She's not putting that number on.
Right? Well, maybe one of the two.
Drew Woodford, did you happen to take enough pictures to write an article about the prowl?
The what? The what? The
They were just at the
Spalding.
prowl.
Spalding.
Spalding.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking?
I've not been drinking.
I can't answer that.
So, this in from Road Racing, Motorcycle World, and Motorcycle Technology. Drag Specialties renews Bagger Racing League title sponsorship. The Bagger Racing League, BRL, is thrilled to announce a continuation of its partnership with Drag Specialties as a title sponsor for the fourth consecutive year. This collaboration underscores a shared commitment delivering unparalleled excitement and innovation to fans of Bagger Racing across the globe. Big news out of the BRL camp. If you haven't seen this, they added a new, it's kind of a street class that we talked about during MVP
It's almost
this
like
year.
a run what you're brung type deal.
Yeah. And they're
It's too bad War Pony doesn't turn.
It can.
Yeah, right. Well, and the big thing is, like, they have, as an example, you can actually build the entire motorcycle. You start with your stock bike and the part numbers and everything come in one sheet, and you're ready to race. So Ray's Motor Life just called us all degenerates. How
Good.
about that?
Well, he knows
I feel
us.
like Mark.
Well, you should
I
call
feel
it
like
a
he knows
filthy
us.
animal.
No, I feel like Heather brought that on us.
Oh, boy.
What? Excuse me?
Are you talking shit on us, Heather?
All right,
Only
man.
in front of your face.
Oh, great. Good. I was worried there for a second.
Oh, all right. Well, listen.
gracious.
Let's get on with the show before we do lose our guest, because this is
She's amazing.
an incredible person. I was lucky enough to run into when we attended the Dam show, the Detroit
That
Antique
you got the
Motorcycle
damn ring
show.
that I'm jealous about.
I got the damn ring. I got a damn
pissed
ring.
about
Mark.
that.
I got a damn ring, and I'm part of the damn family. And we all had a big old damn time.
I'm damn pissed about it. That's all I can tell you.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Detroit Randy puts on
Who is awesome.
the Detroit Antique Motorcycle Show, and this year Harley Davidson had him put one on while we were in Daytona, and so incredible bikes. But the best part about it was the atmosphere, man. Like, I ended up on this street where there was food going on everywhere. People were cooking brisket. There was crawfish broils going on. There was Cajun food getting cooked, and everybody was just having a good time. It was like all of a sudden I wasn't even in Daytona.
And I gotta tell you, I think you did that to me on purpose.
Oh, boy.
No.
Because
geez.
he went to the Dam show.
I'm not going to tell you what he told me.
And I went to KSO, which Corey Souza's show
I was gonna say,
great.
don't talk shit on Corey now.
It was awesome, but I was gonna pay the DJ $50 if he would just play a whole song. Like,
Well,
I'm just
DJs.
saying.
See,
play DJ
and listen, weren't we just talking about getting old?
Yeah.
That see,
Well, no, that's getting old when you want them to shut it off, not play the whole song.
No, I just wanted a whole song.
well, let's get to our guest here real quick before we
Run her
jump
off.
off the rails. How about it?
That-
You ready?
Drum roll, please.
Just hanging out in the shop is brought to you by Spectral Oils. Made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth.
Shantel, do you believe this stuff I have to put up with?
The best thing in the world.
So, your smile and your presence are absolutely infectious. It was such a pleasure to get introduced to you at the Dam show, and I couldn't wait to get you on the show. As soon
the
as
Dam
I
show.
got back that day, I was like, "Listen, I met this lady, and we have to have her on the show immediately." And I'm so happy that
Yeah,
you're here
I'm
tonight.
not gonna lie, Chantel. I think my husband has a little bit of a crush on you.
Well, dude, I can,
because he was messaging me while he was sitting next to you. He's like,
You gotta
"This
meet
lady
her."
is so amazing," and blah blah. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I've heard more about you than I've heard mostly about what happened in Daytona, just to let you know. So I'm a little jealous I wasn't there. So
Know this, my husband says he comes along with the 16 of our children, no problem.
Oh, yeah. And I had forgot that you told me that until we were talking in pre-show tonight, and she came with these big wide eyes, and she goes, "Do you know that she has 16 children?" I was like, "As a matter of fact, I do."
You have got to be a saint.
Hey, no, he is just about, I birthed 10 of them, and he had 6 when I met him, and man, and we birthed motorcycles together at this point.
No.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing, Chantel. 16 children. That's
And
Hey, and I ain't killed none yet.
that's even more incredible.
do you have any of them into the bikes yet? Do you have any of them that have any interest?
My oldest son wanted, he's 33, but he wasn't willing to pay for tires and brakes, so I pawned it.
Yeah.
So everybody's
like,
asking me to introduce you because they said that the closed caption, I guess, on YouTube is covering it up. So Shantell Williams, give me a full account of your titles and accomplishment, because there's a lot going on.
A full, well, I give you partial. I don't think I give you full. The show's not long enough. But no, I'm Shantell Williams, aka they call me Hen, like Mother Hen, because of all those children. And I am I'm an avid motorcycle enthusiast. I enjoy riding my motorcycle. I think this 20 I'm on has 96,000 miles on it, in about 3 years, I think. And I really enjoy it.
No, you didn't start riding until you were in your mid 40s, if I read that correctly. Is that true?
Yep, 41.
And what made you decide at 41 that you were going to ride a motorcycle?
I was too busy raising kids to think of anything else.
But it was something you always wanted to do?
Yeah, every time I'd hear a motorcycle crank up, hey, go over there. The grandbaby, see, just that quick. I think every time I'd hear one crank up, whether I had a diaper bag or whatever I was doing, I turned my head. And I'd always a little, interest, but never full. And the same thing with a boat. But then one day I was saving up for a Buick Enclave, and the restaurant went through some trouble. And so I had to take the 13,000 that I managed to save over 4 years, and 10,000 of it went to repair the restaurant. And I remember thinking, okay, I only have $3,000. I'm going to buy a boat or a motorcycle. And on my way home from Walmart, I seen a Suzuki Boulevard. I thought it was a Harley. I had no clue. I had never ridden a motorcycle, but I was determined to have something to show for the money I saved. And so I remember asking the lady if she'd take 3,000, and she says no, it's 3,500. And she said, "Have you ridden before?" And I go, "Well, yeah, but can you bring it to the restaurant?" And she says, "Yes." I had never ridden a motorcycle, not even as a rider before, but I knew I'd have something to show for this money I saved. And it sat in the restaurant about 2 days. I didn't even know anybody who knew how to ride. And 2 days later, I remember having experience riding a three-wheeler as a young girl. So I took it 4 minutes away, almost running into 3 stop signs. 2 days later, I took the test, or I took the class, and 2014, May 14th, no, 2015 on March 14th, I attended the Saturday of Bike Week. Thought I'd die. It was exciting and one of the most scariest things I did in my life. But it made me so excited. I'm so grateful that I had children first, because had I had motorcycles first, there wouldn't have been any children.
Right. Now let's talk about this for 1 second, because this is something right off the bat. I do a lot of motorcycle riding, and this was one of the first things I noticed. 48 states, 23 days. Hashtag shut up and ride show.
Yeah, man. That's listen, I when I did it, I thought thousands of people had done it. I thought, I didn't know about it because, again, I wasn't into motorcycles at first. But when I did it, it was bigger than me. It was for a lady named Betsy Stringfield.
Amen.
I look a lot like her, and try to make a long story short, I remember learning about slavery at 3rd grade and looking for a hero that looked like me. I was very impressed with the old lady in the shoe that said I birthed 10 children, right?
Maybe a little too impressed with that one.
But listen, I remember looking for Betsy, but I didn't see her. And so at age 41, learning about her, I remember contacting Harley Davidson and telling them all the great things about her having 27 Harley Davidsons, a nurse practitioner, founder of Iron Horse Motorcycle Club based out of Miami, and doing 48 states 8 times in the course of 10 years.
Wow.
From 1936 to 1946. And I look a lot like her. So I remember telling them, hey, I'm going to do 48 states so you can give her the necessary attention she needs, and you'll sell a lot of motorcycles at the same time. And doing 48 states drew the attention. And
right on.
and so I was just as impressed as everyone else. But I think through that, the person that left Florida truly wasn't the person that returned,
Isn't that the greatest thing? I mean, honestly,
Yes.
like, you can't until you do something like that. Like I've had the privilege to ride a whole bunch of crazy journeys like this, but until you have the privilege to do one yourself, you literally cannot explain it to someone else, the transformational properties that are involved. Like, it's just like you said, the person that comes back is not the person that left.
That's right. It makes you a better person. The road humbles you like like children do.
And did you make that
Really
journey
quickly
yourself?
though. Children take about 18 years, but that road takes about 18 minutes to,
Yeah.
hey, you got to be fully present.
I got to ride the entire Alaskan highway, and I called back home, pretty well into where the towns started getting so far apart that I strapped a gas tank to the back of my bike, and I was like, I will be damned to be stuck out here with no gasoline, because the sun didn't go down anymore, so you didn't know if the gas station was going to be open when you got there or anything anyway. And I started realizing, I was like, I am not even in the middle of the food chain. Like, my life became so insignificant, and like, I just started getting such a level of appreciation for every second, every mile.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the important stuff, because I've done about all the motorcycle. You keep mentioning restaurant. I'm a
You
fat.
should see her.
I'm a
I
fat
am-
kid at heart, so I love to cook. I love to eat, but I want to hear about the food.
Oh, Mark, soul food. Like, I looked at her restaurant website today,
Yeah,
and I
Heather,
was
where
literally
do I pull that up?
drooling.
Yeah, dude, you know where I
There's a
grew up?
link on the.
I where I grew up. That
Downtown
was
Stanford.
that was
Yes.
that was the thing.
We've been
where-
there now by 11 years. Well, this is going on our 11th year. And, I was cooking anyway, and I can cook better than I can ride a motorcycle. And, I'm not too shabby about that.
Well, I'm telling you what, from the pictures that we were looking at earlier, I think we got I think we got a road trip coming up real soon.
I am not going to Florida again without stopping there. I'm telling you right now.
Where's the restaurant at?
Hey, where are you guys located? I'll gladly, maybe ride my bike along the way. I'm going to California if you're on the way.
We're in
Maybe I'll
Pittsburgh,
stop and
Pennsylvania,
I'll cook
unfortunately.
some food. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're in the east. We're in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're the other way.
You're up there with the snow. Never mind.
Nobody comes here. Nobody comes here.
So how long? What the restaurant? I mean, how long you been doing that? Was that something you've been doing a long time also?
That's what, I've been doing that since 2013 here in Sanford, Florida. I've done it, of course, other places such as New York, but coming down here as the kids were getting older, they were going out of the house, but they kept asking me for $100 and I prayed on it. I was like, Lord, I really need a restaurant so I can give these kids, a shift. So when they ask me for $100, I can give them a shift. And they ask me for $200, I give them 2 shifts. And it worked out. I mean, now I can be on the road for, say, 40 days and the restaurant is running. And, I think I got 4 of my children working with me or for me. And, the others I fired.
Okay. Now, Mark, try to control yourself.
Seriously,
I'm gonna go through this, but I can't afford to lose you for the rest of the show.
I didn't eat before I came here, so
wow,
dude.
Oh,
seriously.
buddy.
I'll tell you, I've been doing this a long time with Chris, since day 5 years prior to the magazine started. We've been everywhere. I don't travel a lot anymore. I'm losing my sight. I don't ride that much. I am gonna come to Florida just to come eat.
Yeah. Well, and that's.
Hey, I think we can make a road trip up there, and since you're in Pennsylvania, I gotta come to Narrowsburg, New York, for Babes Ride Out June the 9th.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a little. I think we should plan it. Yeah, I'll come and cook.
That'd be awesome.
I've done it a few times on a few road trips.
I almost want to.
They told me what they wanted, and I gave them some soul food.
I want to feel the atmosphere of the restaurant too. The food sometimes isn't as good as the atmosphere.
This right here, this is my jam.
That's sickening right there.
Oh,
I want all of it. One of my favorite things to cook is my family will make a greens, like a Christmas and Easter greens, and man, they're bitter greens.
Oh, I want this.
One of my favorites.
I want this right here.
Listen to you two.
Rice, with some collard greens and mac and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I love motorcycles. I love my hot rods. I also love my food.
Well, I think too, as we get a little bit older, the food starts to take a priority. Like you heard me talking about when I met you, I was so impressed with where I was. I was like, "What is this place?" Because I got at Randy's show that day on that street.
He's been talking about this damn food for a week.
Listen, I'm not kidding. Anybody who's bought a $20 hamburger at any of these other places, I was on this street where it was fresh, beautiful food. I got a big old box of food. It had smoked brisket in it. I got potato salad. There was what else came with it? I got another side too. It was something macaroni cheese or something, and a bottle of water. It was only $19.
Another starch in there.
What's that? Oh, corn. I got a corn.
Now, we do this all the time.
Oh.
So in those, from March 1st to, say, this year to March 10th, the first weekend, we call it in, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we call it, in our cultural, we go, hey, it's the Black Bike Week and the White Bike Week. So the first bike week, the weekend is White Bike Week. We go down there to Main Street or Beach Street. And then the second weekend is Black Bike Week. So from Thursday to Sunday, you on Bethune Boulevard by the college, it's like what Main Street was, but mostly just, brown and black folk. But we bring it, and it's been going on. And so again, it's 2 bike weeks, we call it. The White Bike Week and Black Bike Week.
I have to tell you.
And most time people can't get off 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
So they'll take the latter part, and we just it's a big old barbecue.
I have to tell you one of the greatest things that Chris said, because he had never been down to Bethune, and it's going to be a regular stop for us now.
Yeah, don't judge me. Don't judge me because I wasn't down there.
Hey, judgment free.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, and I'm just in all transparency, He said one of the greatest things about it is everybody was just so happy. Nobody was mean mugging and tough guying, and everybody was just so happy to
Everybody
be there,
was
celebrating the
culture,
motorcycle.
man. It was great.
Like,
That's
and
it.
and I
Everybody
love
was happy
that.
to be there.
Yeah.
You felt it.
It was
That's
awesome
it.
to hear him say that. I want to know, when you decided you were going to take this trip and do the 48 states in 27 days, what did your husband think? You're like leaving him in the restaurant and you're like, I'm going to go do
After
this.
10 children, she was probably like, bye.
So many stories I can tell you. So many stories. But I tell you, at the time, in fact, he was my boyfriend. Okay, I had known him for about a year and a half, maybe. And I had 6 kids who lived at home, and I had the restaurant. And in fact, I was transitioning to another building. And so I says to him, you showed me this picture with Betsy. I didn't know about her. And now it's like God is telling me it's one of my purposes to make sure she's known, because there can't be another 8-year-old girl looking for a hero and can't find one. So it became like every day was on my brain, and I'd always say to God, I'm like, okay, God, I got too many things to do. I'll talk about it. And every day it was like, okay, well, now you got to do this. And I go, okay, I call up Harley, I tell them, and they're telling me things like, hey, well, you need over 1 million signatures for us to consider. And so I'm going, okay, well, if they're saying that, then I'll just get on the road. And it was like, okay, God, if you're guiding, you're providing. And I left Florida on a Friday with $120. I remember not purposely looking for the maps to go this way or that way, because every time I looked, I looked through MapQuest, and MapQuest said I needed $250 for a hotel and I needed $93 for gas. And I'm like, yeah, I can't follow these. Yeah. I'm going to take an easier way. So it was truly about not allowing your sight to ruin your vision. And also I was willing to go, okay, well, God, if $120 falls, if I can't go any further, I'll just come back home. So I didn't know it, but I knew it. I don't know how it was going to happen, but I knew if Betsy did it in the 30s and 40s, and I have an interstate, I can go to any hotel, then, what am I complaining about? So it became shut up and ride, shut this brain up from thinking, and truly use your heart and
just do it.
See where it goes. And every day I met somebody, I talked to somebody, and every day began, after about day 7, it was no longer coincidence. It was like, wait a minute, this may be what I'm supposed to do. But every day I wanted to give up.
Oh, yeah.
Every day was like, I got sunburn. I was like, I'm black. I don't get sunburned. Look, if I could curse, I was like, shit, I got sunburn. I mean, I was blacker than black. My eyebrows and my skin were the same color.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean though. Like when you get out in the middle of those things, man, and you doubt yourself and you doubt everything. You doubt, and then something will happen. Just like you said, there's something in the universe, your creator, or whatever it is you feel that guides you. At the right times, there's just always that little nudge, that little lift that it's like, hey man, it's good. You're on a mission right now. This is where you're supposed to be. It's what you're supposed to be doing.
So, and that takes you, that carries you. And I think if we all do that, we all have a part to play. It's like we the people, we're the part, and then we can fulfill it. But that's all I was doing. I would walk into a diner and the server would say, so-and-so bought your breakfast. And I'm like, well, who? I don't know them. And they go, oh, well, they just left. And I'd talk to a few people and they go, oh, I just seen you pull up on the bike. So we just wanted to do something. And it was amazing. It was bikers, it was that world. They didn't care what you look like, what you, what leader you served. They didn't care, and that's the America that the world should know. And not a lot of us know it because we're so into, maybe the media
Yeah,
and,
busy with yourself.
not thinking we're divided, so.
See, I love this
It
woman.
was.
I love this woman.
Yeah. And it's cool because, like what you're saying, it almost seems like when you're doing it for yourself, it's not as important when you're doing it for somebody else or doing it for another purpose. And a lot of people don't take the time out of their busy schedule to give a shit about anybody else. They're so concerned about themselves. And to put yourself out there, that's huge. And then like what you did. I mean, you literally went 48 states. Most people haven't been in 5 states, let alone 48.
There are people that haven't left their county.
Yeah, right.
So first of all, I want to say, Shantell, you are the kind of woman that I want my granddaughter to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like just the way you look at life and meet these challenges and you overcome, and your faith and so much about you and the joy that you exude. And I'm sure it's not all sunshine and roses, but you are the type of person I want my grandchildren to know.
Well, you make sunshine and roses out of it. I think that's part of what we're all a group in saying. I mean, it's a lot of us don't do things for ourselves. Me and Chris today actually had a conversation about, you're getting older. You don't have as many friends as you had before. My phone barely rings. My friends were the friends I made on the road. Just like Shantell saying, to go to these little places, to meet these people, you end up making friends with people you never even expected them to be your friend. Like I can see me and her being somebody I'd enjoy spending time with. She likes motorcycles.
He's just after the chicken. He's just after the chicken.
That's it. Most people want me to cook. It's nice for somebody else to cook every once in a while.
You stop.
But the point is, like, it's awesome that.
Hey, I got you.
Yeah. It's awesome that you're like doing this for somebody else. You're not doing this for your own gain. That means way more to me than almost anything else.
It's bigger than us, man.
It is.
It's way bigger than us. And we're only responsible for our part. And like you say, I'm not all nice and roses, but it's layers to it. My nice and rosy part is about that thick, so.
So Chris showed a photo.
I gotta thick your layers, but it is a beautiful thing. And my part is just getting with the other people. And again, that's spreading that and knowing that, we're stronger together. And at the same time, being accountable. It may not always sound as great, but if it's necessary and it's the truth, let's talk about it.
Yep.
So Chris showed a picture a few minutes ago of you in an ambulance, and you had an accident just over a year ago. And you're back on your motorcycle, and I mean, if I read everything correctly, you had surgery on your foot, you broke a couple bones. Like, how was that for you to get back on the bike after that?
Man, I appreciate it. At first, me and Barbie, Barbie the welder, Chuck, Moonshine Chuck, we were in Daytona in January, and 6 Harleys, and Barbie was in my pocket, and I remember making a U-turn, and I seen the car as I'm lead bike, and I see the car not stopping, and I go, okay, as long as they turn in their lane, we'll be okay. And Barbie was headed right over around me, and she didn't see it. And so I go, well, the car, she's in a Sportster. So I go, okay, well, the car don't see her. I'm in a road glide. They'll see me. So I go in front. Car doesn't see me. Oh. And I'm saying, I'm looking at her, and I'm going, come on, chick. Come on, chick. Because I don't want my last word to be bitch.
Yeah.
But I can see the lady, and she's looking left, and she's turning right. And then I hear her gun, her engine, and she smacks. I try to jump off the bike, but it takes in. I replaced, what did the doctor say? He goes, had you not had your riding boot on, you would have severed your foot. Mm. He goes, but I was able to holler. I was able to see the lady. I got 2 screws in my fibula and a rod up my tibula. And in 6 months, that break I had from the bike really let me run and produce a better restaurant. So I appreciated the
Right on.
slowdown God gave me. And as soon as I could hit, I went going. I went to, I think I did 36,000 miles in 4 months. So,
Yeah.
so I made up for the lost time.
Hey, you know, another picture that we had up a minute ago was you and Chris Summer Simmons, and the reason I brought that up for a minute, we used to do a show for a while with Chris called Coast to Coast, and she did a lot of great stuff with the history of women in motorcycle, and that was where a lot of us first started to get any historic understanding of Bessie. You know, so it was neat to see the two of you in a picture together.
Yes. Do you know that's the so that's 22. When I was over there in Sturgis, I won the wildest ride of Sturgis 2022.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
And Chris, that's where I met Chris. We have a dear friend in common, Ann Farr. She's they call her literary biker. So
Yeah.
she'll be coming out with the Bessie Stringfield story. In fact, I think the latter part of this year. So things of doing things that people come that did more than we do, you know, that inspire us. We complain about cutting a sandwich in half. These people did way more. And so you know, when somebody in their own way, it's good to talk about those that come before us, you know.
Well,
I have one other important thing I have to mention, Chris.
go ahead.
Now, you ride
Please
tens
mention
of
more.
thousands of miles on motorcycles, and yet you always still look so amazing. Like, how do you stay so put together? I get off a motorcycle and I look like I was hit by a bus
Or a bug.
or a bug. But you're always so put
You
together.
know,
and-
black cover up all that other stuff, girl. Come on.
But even
Hey,
the way you dress,
yes,
you're
there's
just so good.
Look, I go for comfort first, and if it look cute, then we good. All this hat is look a cover up for
Cover.
that bad hair day. Come on, look, put that hat on. It's back cute. There we go.
Hey, it was the greatest
Just
thing.
gotta know how to work with it.
It was the greatest thing in Daytona because she pulled up right in front of where the damn show was going on, and you know, she got all her stuff together with her bike, and she got properly situated like a lady on side saddle on the motorcycle, and she popped up this little fan, and it sat right there, and she had her own fan, man. She had a setup going. She was like, all right, I'm here, I'm ready to spend the day.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, that's like better than a movie right there. I just sat there and I was able for 5 hours straight. I was able to get good content, all that good stuff. People would come up and we'd chat and chew. It was really awesome, you know. It's what it's about for us to forget about our day-to-day sometime and just be present.
No, and I'm telling you what, if you're out there in the world and you've been to Daytona once, twice, 20 times, and you have not gone to Bethune Avenue, you have to go there. You have to go there. You have to get something good to eat. You have to see a place where, you know, people are celebrating culture and having a good time, because it was good for my soul. Me and Andy from Hot Leathers, he's probably been to Daytona 1,000 times, you know. I mean, worked Hot Leathers all over town, and even Andy sat there and he goes, you know, he said, this really reminds me of Main Street, like in the mid to late 80s. He said when it was
real.
going.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's great.
You know,
So
And that's what it is. That's truly what it is. That's and don't think it's on purpose that you found out just when you found out, because we had to go through something ourselves just to figuring it out. So it's fresh, and I hope we always keep it. And as long as people love it, that's where it'll be.
so good. No, you're getting up at the crack of dawn tomorrow to head west on your motorcycle. Tell us about that trip you've got planned.
That trip, so Harley does a babes ride out, all females. I mean, from the mechanics to the operation to the hotel, everything's all female. And it's just I describe it as steel sharpening steel. you know, we sometimes as women in a whole, truly the ones that are nurturers or sisters or cousins, we sometimes go to put oxygen on their, someone else's face first before ours. And this Babes Ride Out is just to say, hey, let's put it on your face. Let's talk, let's ride, let's bond, and then let's go back and do it even better than we did before. And Harley, a few other female businesses, and I think I'm hoping somebody else will come from a further distance than me, but I got about 2,700 miles to go in the next 4 days, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping some girls will join me, but for right now, I know I'm starting off solo. Maybe I'll run into a few ladies in Texas, and we can ride this thing in on. And plus, we got what, Phoenix Bike Week coming up.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be out there, and if you got something going on and want me to be a part of it, as long as we're like I say, inspiring others to come together and be better, or just do our part, I'm with it, and I want to be a part of it. So I'm happy.
See, now don't you think you feel bad for relegating this to a simple crush? Because I told you.
You have a crush, and it's okay. I think I might have a crush on her. It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you.
I got a crush 3 times.
And justifiably so. I mean, like, seriously, you are such an inspiration,
and this is
so many levels.
Yeah, this is what we need more of. Like, if you watch our show, like we try to focus on this part of motorcycle life, because I say this all the time, that motorcycles saved my life. I was raised in a bad situation. I was going down a bad road myself, and I want more people like you. Not just for our granddaughter, God, for my grandson.
Yeah.
In the next generation, I want them to know that there are people out there that have challenged themselves and they've come out better for it, and there's an example.
And like, let's not take it all the way to the left. We know a shit ton of amazing people. We truly do. But to meet new ones is like, there's not a lot that fit in the circle. Not a lot. We've been doing this a long, long time, and we've met a lot of people. And it's funny that when you meet them, they're all, the greatest people on the planet. And 3 months later, you find out they're nothing but an asshat, and you want to kill them. You know what I mean? The history, just seeing where you came from, the kids, the restaurant, the way you started in this. It's like, obviously, we're not going to end up being like, hey, who invited her? You know what I mean?
Well, hey, that's what I said when I was first talking to her on the side of the street, and she told me 16 children, 10 of them were her own. I was like, my God, how extraordinary a human being you must be to take on more children that were not even your own. After raising that many children of your own.
Well, that's what women and men do. We take on way more, and we give more, and we take less. A lot of times, grown boys and grown girls, they'll look like women and men, but they're not taking on that responsibility. They make us look bad. But that's where, don't be settling for mediocreness.
Amen.
Be just that. So I don't think I'm any different. I think we just don't hear about it enough. That's all.
Well, let's tell that story some more. How many grandchildren does that make? Does that mean you have?
Listen, come here. This is grandbaby number 10. Let me show you. She's been over here on the side, just bothering me.
She is.
Look at that face.
Oh, you are gorgeous.
Hi. Say hi.
Stage fright?
No, now you don't want to talk.
Come on, sing us a song. I want to hear some music. Sing for me.
Cheese. This is loyalty. And this is grandbaby number 10. So my youngest child is just 13. So people say I look good. I say this is the longest I've been not pregnant. So this is great.
Oh God.
I celebrate my 50th and what is it, on Friday. I'll be 50 years old. So
Wow, happy
I've been riding bikes now 9 years. And
look what
I
you've
got
done
probably
in
about
9
half a
years.
million miles.
Yeah, look what you've done in 9 years, man. That should inspire everybody to just get out.
Get out of their way. Shut up and ride.
That's it.
How
That's
about
right.
it, Heather?
Amazing. Amazing. I don't even know what else to say other than
You accept the challenge, get out and ride,
I
shut up
accepted.
and ride.
Right, exactly. That's my goal.
Yeah.
That's my goal for this
Hey,
year,
listen,
Chantel.
you can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 50 this year as well, this fall, and I do not ride yet, but my goal this year is to take the class and get on 2 wheels. I say it every year,
Oh,
and every
listen.
year my schedule gets in the way, and this happens or that happens, but this year, it's got to be this year. You know?
Well,
There you go. And listen, if it was easy, everybody be doing it. So no, it is difficult, but hey, let's go.
everybody out there is wishing you happy birthdays and everything else, and and talking about what an extraordinary person. So I feel good that we've introduced you to some new people, and I can't wait till
I
they
appreciate that.
they experience some more of your story. But tell everybody where we can follow along to keep up with what you're doing.
Well, I'm on Instagram on Shut Up and Ride Show. And I'm going to be keeping a daily log of me going on a road. So that's not something I always do, but enough people have told me at Bike Week, like, Shantel, just do it. And I say, well, I don't think you guys want to hear it. They're like, yes, we do.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
But see, you're going to see, that's when you're going to see the ugly, okay? No makeup, no lipstick. You're going to get it. So...
I don't
So
believe
I'm going
it.
to be sharing Shut Up and Ride Show, and I got Stilettos and Heel International Female Ride coming up here at Seminole Harley Davidson on May 4th, Female Ride or International Female Ride Day. But where else can you find me? On Shantell Williams on Facebook
Shut Up
and
and Ride,
on
Facebook.
YouTube. Yep. On YouTube, what am I? Shantell's Way, Ride of a Lifetime. I would love to speak about a docu-series that's coming up, but I can't speak on it. But do stay tuned. I've even ridden a motorcycle over in Africa.
Wow.
So
Oh wow.
What
that's going
part?
to be quite interesting. Yeah.
What part?
In West Africa, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea-Bissau.
Wow.
Wow.
It
Nice.
was 300 square. I got to ride 250 of the 300 square miles in which my bloodline started over
right on.
2,500 years ago. So it's
Where
got some things coming up the pipe that
where is that
you will be-
docu-series going to come out?
around about next year or the latter part of this year.
Okay. Well, we would love to
So-
have you on again. So, and anytime you got something
Yes,
going
we'd
on,
love
if it's
to.
a ride or when the docu-series come out, we'd love to have you on. So keep us in your Rolodex.
I will, and I can always keep my hashtag on there and on Happy to Be Born on Cash App for gas tank love.
Yep.
Okay, great.
All right.
But thank you guys so much. I'm so honored to be a part of it, and I won't miss an episode. This was 269 or 270.
269.
Awesome. I like the 69.
All right.
So
We'll
good.
catch up with you. Be safe on your trip, and we'll have you on again
I
soon.
will too.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Chantel.
Thank you. Be
please
safe
stay
out
in
there.
touch.
Oh,
We
I
will.
will. I will.
Okay,
I'm going to be
bet.
reaching out for pointers and recipes.
All right, man. Hey, you're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio Network. Got a lot to get through here still, but what an amazing guest.
She's
Thank
my
you
new
guys.
hero.
Absolutely.
She is incredible. I feel like you gave us a
Absolutely.
gift. I really do.
Let's look through the lens and check out a cool feature bike. When we come back on the other side, we got a lot more show here on Shop Talk.
Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
Carl Pusser, Shantell Cycles, East Peoria, Illinois. The bike is belonged to my son-in-law, and it's a 1978 shovelhead. Torque completely down. It's got frame's been modified with a 58 to 62 frame castings. The neck's got a 3-degree rake in the frame. Swing arm's been modified in the Sean mount mode. The motor's a 93-inch shovelhead, 4-speed. Basically, kind of went overboard with a bunch of brass parts, you know. Justin Linsky, from Yams Products, helped me out with the brass stuff, and then all the other brass pieces all handmade by hand. So just a fun little bike. It's kind of cool, a little something different. I'm been building bikes for approximately 35 to 40 years. Been riding since I've been 8 years old. Just kind of like building your handmade, custom one-off stuff. You know, I'm just a concrete finisher that likes to build cool shit. The paint was done by Joe Baumholt from Baum Cyclists in East Peoria. Rich Phillips actually done the leather grips up here. And then basically me building the bike, did all the machine work, and kind of come up with the design and stuff. Dan's products again for the braided brass stuff. And then, yeah, pretty much that's about it. Shantell Cycles, Carl Pusser, and you're watching Greasy Gears TV.
Standing between you and the open road is some garage time with the right parts and accessories to make your motorcycle roar. And that's why riders everywhere choose DennisKirk.com, the one stop you need to get your Harley back on the road. Our knowledgeable tech staff will help you navigate our more than 185,000 parts, apparel, and accessories that are ready to ship today, with free shipping on all orders over $89. So tune up your ride and get ready for the next adventure. Ride more, wait less. Dennis Kirk.
Hey, I'm Ron Fleener,
All right.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay, we dropped his
Fleece Color Factory, you're watching Shop Talk.
Renamed him. Shop Talk.
And he's very excited about
I
that.
always feel like he's yelling.
That's
at
what I
us.
said. I always feel horrible. That Carl Pusser bike is badass.
That
Dude.
I think is one of
Listen,
my most favorite bikes Carl has
no,
ever
the
built.
favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Carl, if you're
By
watching,
far.
buddy,
Dude.
that was the bike of your career. That thing is so
And he built some
badass.
cool shit. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the funny
Yep.
part about it. Like you can
Yep.
always expect him to bring it big time.
Yeah, but that bike in particular,
Yep.
oh,
Dude, he's awesome. He's
And
one
check
of
it
my favorite
out.
people too.
You can
Great
see
guy.
that bike. You can see that bike in person, as Carl is one of the invited builders to the Midwest Showcase at next weekend's Donnie Smith
And
invitation.
if you don't know who he is, shame on you.
Dude, so I was putting together his interview for the Donnie Smith thing, and I know stuff about Carl, and like we've known him for all these years.
you know things.
It came what?
You know things.
I know things.
I
He
do know.
knows
I
things.
know.
He knows a few things.
I reckon I know a couple things. But Carl's uncle Buford was literally
Yes.
Buford Pusser from
Yes.
the movie Walking Tall. Well, not from the movie.
That's who the story
movie
was based
about.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally cool.
That's why his shop is Walking Tall.
Right, and
I
you know
know.
the funny part about it is like that's a dude that has a little bit of legacy to jam down people's throats.
And he doesn't.
He doesn't at all. His shit that he builds and runs speaks for itself. You know,
No, and you know what's funny is like
probably
like
the
I
coolest
said,
thing about him.
I know that stuff and I know that about Carl.
Yeah.
But when it comes up naturally, like in the middle of his interview, he's like, this and that girl's name. He said, that's my cousin. That's Buford's daughter. And I was
And
just
you're
like,
what? Wait.
okay, yeah, like that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't bring it up. It was what we saw him last time I saw him was in Sturgis at the museum or at the Hall of Fame breakfast, and he wasn't feeling well, and he's one of the people I enjoy sitting talking with, so I was sort of bummed about that. But cool bike, Carl.
I just dropped a link to his interview video so people can get
Super
to know
great
him
guy.
a little more. Great bike.
Yeah, that's public now, so it's up. It's good. Right on. All right,
Well,
so
it's too late if it's not because I just shared it.
Jesus. So listen, man. Great night on Shop Talk. We still have so much stuff, but
But
do you?
So you guys know, if you want to really know what he's thinking about, he's thinking about getting in the hot tub instead of finishing the show
because I'm old.
Because he's old
and my bones
he
hurt.
aches.
My knee hurts still from kicking that son of a bitch in Panhead.
Right, so it's
My fault.
technically a motorcycle-related injury that you're trying to heal.
Which doesn't that mean I should get workman's compensation, Mark? This is my job.
You have to get paid first.
I'm just saying.
That's just let everybody know before I leave here. I'm unplugging everything that's plugged in.
No, seriously. Did he show you the little hot tub that we got? The little
it's a blow-up hot tub.
Yeah.
Hot tub.
Yeah.
Best $500 ever spent
Anybody,
in the planet.
Anybody on the planet that thinks a blow-up hot tub is stupid, I do not mind showing my hillbilly roots. I have it blowed up on my back porch, and I get in that son of a bitch every time my fat ass can.
I done blowed it up.
Done blowed it up.
See? So, Heather?
I hope when you're done with the show, you go out there and Smalls is in there relaxing.
Do the events.
I keep having a vision that the bear's going to be in it.
Oh, boy. Never thought of that.
Everything Bikers app. All in one place. Everything you need, and it's free.
You ready?
Apparently.
Are you ready?
Go ahead. Donnie Smith Show. So not only will you be able to see Carl Pusser's bike there next weekend, but you will be able to see Chris and I, should you so desire. We will be there all weekend. Donnie Smith Bike Show and Swap Meet March 23rd and 24th, at the St. Paul River Center Midwest Extravaganza. Be there. We will. Booyah! Cave Creek Bike Week, March 29th through April 7th. They've got a ton. I think they have a bike show every day that week. From I think Nick Trask is putting one on. By the way, he's got the greatest ad for his bike show I think.
Oh my God! You have to. I should bring this up.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm going to bring it up while you're talking
So
about
Paul
it.
Yaffe's doing a bike show. I think Lane Splitters is doing a bike show. Trash Performance is doing a bike show. It's going to be a good time. But you got to find the ad.
I do.
He calls everybody a bunch of wankers. I mean, I can't say it like he does, but it's hysterical. It's
he's
so good.
He's pretty to the point. He's awesome.
I have to find it. You guys just have to bear with me for a
keep
minute.
showing the events.
I can't.
Events are so.
I can't.
Events
do
are so
it.
overrated.
I can't do it at the same time
Right
that I'm
now,
looking
events
for
are
something.
totally
Just
events are
talk
totally-
about something. Here, I'll put Mark on. He can talk.
Well, okay. One time when I was growing
Well,
up.
one time at band camp. That's going to be a shirt this year, by the way.
One time at band camp?
No, that one time at SmokeOut.
I was going to say one time. Speaking of SmokeOut, we ought to do like a cook-off SmokeOut thing.
Oh.
Somebody ought to do some kind of a barbecue cook-off.
I can't
or
find
something.
it. Are you kidding me?
Which would be so much fun.
Mark, what kind of cook-off do you want to have?
I don't know. We're gonna have to sit down and think about that. We were thinking about that here a little while back, and it almost makes sense there. You know,
It does. Actually, it kind of does. Although we could just have Shantel come and cook for us.
Oh,
'cause,
dude.
her food looks so
I know
damn
now
good.
you guys are talking about hot tub. All I want to do is go home right now and eat.
Oh,
So-
it looks so good. We had corned beef and cabbage tonight. It was pretty awesome.
I can't find Nick's ad.
Oh, real nice, Chris. You get our hopes
Maybe
all
they
built
took
up.
it. Maybe they took it down because he called everybody a bunch of wankers.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, he comes on like ADD just pouring out of his skin. He can't get it right, and he's like all the bloopers one after another. And he's like, "All right, you effing wankers. Here's the deal."
That's awesome.
Did they take it down?
I can't find it.
Big Rick did say when you were talking
on.
about the Irish stuff that he drank a little bit of green beer on the ship and wanted to know if you wanted some pictures of how things worked out.
Ooh, SmokeOut potluck. Mrs. Monkey says,
nice.
"I'll make Cuban steak sandwiches."
Oh boy,
Ray Giannis, you're out of luck, buddy. We're moving on. We're moving on. Ray, up until this point, Ray may have made the best Cuban I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking.
I'm a fan of his coffee.
Right.
Hey, he owes me coffee from Bike Week. Ray, you bastard.
I have a
We
cousin
had a
that has
deal.
a Cuban sandwich shop in Miami.
All right, so where were we? We were doing
trying
events.
to find Nick's ad that I think the
it
stupid
didn't work. I blew
meta
it.
people
I
took
blew
down. Losers.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Back to the events. This one, yes.
What is it? Oh, Texas Fandango, April 12th through 14th in beautiful Fredericksburg, Texas. Looks like Chris and I are going to be there.
We are absolutely going to be there. And
Do you
dude,
think maybe I could take a day and go through the wineries and distilleries?
a day after.
Yay.
A day after, but professional monkey. Damn it! Now I want a steak sandwich.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to decide.
He says sandwich like Pittsburgh. I love it.
Now I'm trying to decide when I'm going home to cook it.
So one of the cool things about the Fandango this year is there is a bitchin' new trophy for the bike show, and I can't tell you guys about it, but it's gonna be notorious. Like, it is gonna be people are gonna want to show up just to try to get one of these trophies, and we're gonna.
Why don't you show it so
I can't,
they show up to get one of the trophies?
Not until we get it completed, because right now it's still a whip. So everybody just hold your horses.
So here's the deal. It's us. It's going to be completed as we pull into the Fandango.
Radar says, "I just noticed I'm less talkative when I'm sober."
Yeah, Radar, you were very quiet at the bike shows.
Okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
Ooh, Babes in Borrego. Wrong spot. This is where Shantel is going. Babes in Borrego, Borrego Springs, California, March 22nd through 24th. You can get more information at babesrideout.com. She Rides Moto. This is in the Maryville, Tennessee area, May 9th through 12th, 2024. And you can look it up at sheridesmoto.com. River City Bike Expo. 3 days, 1 ticket. Busted Knuckle Stunt Shows. Industry Pub Crawl. Oh, that could be a very bad idea.
Industry pub crawl. Isn't it always?
Oh,
or at least by the end.
But it's a good time put on.
We used to do a
bike.
little pub crawl at the Indian Larry block parties. They never panned out well.
No, by our good friends over at Pinup Baggers.
I mean, we
Make
always
sure
had
you
fun.
check it out at rivercitybikeexpo.com. Tunnel to Towers Poker Run and Veteran Support Rally Saturday, July 13th, 2024 at the Mount Holly Moose Lodge.
Work it out there, kid.
I worked it out. Motoblock June 21st through 23rd, 2024, Chicago, Illinois.
Dude,
this is a great event anyway, but the fact that
do you
they
see
have
this?
Reverend Horton Heat.
Jim Heath is playing a solo performance at Motoblock. I'm so effing jealous.
We still need to. I need suggestions for SmokeOut bands, y'all. Help me out here.
Moving on.
Vintage Soul, July 27th at Doherty's Tavern in Prior Lake, Minnesota. That's put on by our good friend Teach. Go check that out.
Kevin Bass.
Harley Homecoming, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Jelly Roll, and Hardy.
I don't know this Jelly Roll Hardy.
No, it's Jelly Roll and Hardy. It's not Jelly Roll Hardy.
I get what you're saying.
Cypress Hill.
Well, just to let you know, I'm really glad that we went through the events because I just dug a splinter out of my finger. I've had in there like a week and a half.
What's an Autoboke Beaver? Hello.
What's a what?
What's an Autoboke Beaver?
A what?
Look at the Harley Homecoming flyer. It says Autoboke Beaver.
I don't even know what the hell you're
Wait a
talking
minute.
about. I got to see this. Where you at?
Down, 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 baby.
Autoboke Beaver. It does say it.
See?
Is that a name of a band? It's the name of a band.
It must be.
Anyway.
Priscilla Block,
So
Destroy
July
Boys.
25th through 28th, Chris and I will be there as well, along with the...
You shut up. Offspring, Warren Zeiders, Cypress Hill.
Right?
How can you put Cypress Hill underneath Red Hot Chili Peppers and Jelly Roll?
I don't know.
Let's be honest.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't. What is that? That's
It's a rare
Milwaukee
infection.
Homecoming. I really want to go there this year.
Dill Stereo says Hardy and Jelly Roll will pack
I
the
don't
place,
know this
but
Hardy person.
will they do as good as Laurel and Hardy? That's
Jelly
that's
Roll's
what I
pretty
want to know.
awesome.
I'm saying,
dude,
like,
I do
who's on
agree.
first?
Yeah,
Brian
Hardy
Clark,
and Jelly
Palace
Roll.
City Priester party August 1st. Yes.
Hey, man, let's get
I
that
will be
flyer.
there. Yeah, get us a
Mr.
flyer.
Clock, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here tonight.
Oh.
We had an amazing guest on. I hope that you got to see
Sorry, we
the
don't
early
have a cool poster yet.
the early part of the show because, man, if not, go back and watch it. That woman
Oh,
is an
Shantel.
inspiration, and you're
Yeah,
going to
super
want to
cool.
know her.
Yeah,
Yep.
you have to go and listen to
I
it.
don't know. I've heard everything you guys said. I'm so excited about this Splinter. I can't even talk to you people anymore.
Heather,
Do we have more events? Are we done? Are
we
good,
do.
or are we
No,
moving
you're
on?
not off the hook. Here we go.
Backroad Barbecue Run, Showdown for the Crown. You can get more information at backroadbarbecuerun.com. That's in Trenton, North Carolina. SmokeOut, September 5th through 8th, 2024. Powered by Dennis Kirk. And we've got some great sponsors this year. Some pretty cool stuff. We're talking about, like, some dodgeball and human bowling. And it's going to be a
The
good
damn painted lady. It looks like we're bringing back
bringing
the
back the
damn
painted
painted
lady.
lady
Oh, boy.
contest.
Oh, gee.
I
Brian
wanna play
says-
Monster Truck.
Yeah, Brian says he and Cargo are playing Monster Trucks and watching both.
That
hey,
sounds like fun.
speaking of SmokeOut, let's our guy Nate put together the event coverage for SmokeOut. Let's check it out.
On Location is brought to you by Clockworks. Clockworks, it's your ride, you decide.
Hey, this is Heather from Cycle Source Magazine's Grease and Gears TV coming to you live from day one, SmokeOut 2023. Holy hell, it is on. Oh my God, like, let's go for a walk. Let's see what we got. They are the sponsor of our Legends Motorcycle Gallery, which I will take you into later. We've got Team Green Rise in the house.
But this isn't the only thing that's getting set up right now. Let's check in with Chris and see what he's got going on.
Luckily, Big Ricky and Pipes come in just in time to help get the dirt drag track and the mini bike course set up. It's going to be a full day's work to get this thing ready in time for the races. The World's Strongest Biker is by far one of the most hilarious events at SmokeOut. You cannot believe how far some of these guys are willing to go to prove that they're the toughest guy on the Midway. Hey, and in other spots, people are cooking out, everybody's having a good time, looks like SmokeOut.
John Jessup, Dream Rides, killing it with the FXR show today. Whole pile of bikes out here. There he is, my man, right now. FXRs!
crew gets a good breakfast to start off the day, and they're going to need it. Lots and lots of work still to be done for this place to be in the kind of shape that it needs to have a great smokeout. Luckily, our boy Mark is on the scene. The building is going on. All the last pieces are being put in place. The Legends Gallery's really starting to look good. And I'd say we're about ready to throw open the gates and let the bikes start rolling into SmokeOut.
We'll see you SmokeOut 2024.
I'm Brian Clock from Clockworks in Mitchell, South Dakota, and you're watching Shop Talk.
All right, man. It's moving well into the 90-minute piece, so I think this is going to be it for us for this week,
you
right?
out? You done? You
And I'm
pulling
hungry.
the plug?
Yeah.
Oh, now that you brought up the hot tub.
Well, now that you got your splinter taken care of.
Oh,
and-
dude, I'm so excited you can't even imagine. Like, totally blown away. It's been a rough
Two
week.
things. The only two things Mark remembers about tonight, he has to go to Florida to eat,
Yeah,
and he got
food.
his splinter out.
Food
So,
and then splinter.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know. Actually, it's been Carl Pusser's bike.
Yeah.
Dude, SmokeOut videos always makes me want to go to the SmokeOut.
You ready for SmokeOut, Mark?
I'm never ready for it, but like I'm looking forward to it this year.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually get a shirt because Jeff Cochran is on the shirts. I swear to God, if I don't get a shirt, I'm burning the bitch to the
I
ground.
still have a couple of shirts.
Don't you
left.
lie to
Just
me,
tell
woman.
me what you want.
Just everything. I don't get to go anywhere and fun anymore. So
I know.
you know.
I still say I haven't actually been to a SmokeOut.
Hey, professional monkey, don't hate on me. He said, time for Grandpa's soak in the tub. You got that right.
Yeah.
But for us, listen, man, next stop is St. Paul, Minnesota, where we are waiting with
We're going to
bated
visit
breath.
Snoopy.
Oh, you'll get to see Paul too.
We're going to get to see
A
Paul.
little upset about that.
Yep.
But I never get nothing nice.
Actually, Paul said he's making a nice red sauce for when we get there from tomatoes that he canned in his backyard.
I hate him.
So it's pretty awesome. But
I would say I'd bring you some, but I won't.
everybody get ready for the Donnie Smith show.
Yes.
Get to the St. Paul River Center. Come hang out with us. We got lots of stuff going on. Great interviews, all kind of stuff. Judy
See?
says, that's okay, Mark. I don't
Me
have
and-
a shirt either.
Me and you, Judy.
Well, Judy, you didn't come.
Hey, Gary from Du Bois. Am I saying that wrong? Because Du Bois is how we say it here
It
in
depends
Pennsylvania.
where you're from. It could be Dubois. It could be
I'm
Dubois.
bringing. I have something I have to drop off with you for your services. I'm bringing my best chopper trophy from Willie's, and I want to have that son of a bitch chrome plated.
Are you
because
serious?
It's the coolest trophy I've ever got.
That is pretty
in my
badass.
life. So
I hate to say it to everybody.
I'm
Yeah.
having it chromed. Brian Clock. See you next weekend.
Oh, I'm so
Brian's
excited about that.
also one of the invited builders for the brand new Midwest Invitational. And let me bring up our YouTube real quick because I want to show you guys. You can actually go watch a complete set of builder interviews. I think we have 15 of the 20 at this point,
which are super cool.
Yeah, they really are. You get to learn a lot about these guys, and
if you haven't gone to Grease and Gears TV yet to watch some of those interviews, dude, they are. I mean, the bikes are cool. Seeing the history and the people that actually make this shit happen is even cooler than that.
There's a bunch of the builder interviews for Donnie Smith. The guys that are invited this year are all up here. And what Mark is talking about, Grease and Gears TV. What is it? It's like Netflix for motorcycles. Everything you would imagine that we do in the magazine brought to life in video. We test stuff. This was one of my favorite things at Daytona. We actually changed the pipe on the Indian trackside
cool.
at Sons of Speed, and then Andy and Billy let us out on the track, so that was pretty cool.
You should have seen it, Mark. It was like it was like little kids.
I heard about it 400 times.
That's
trust me.
right. That's right. All right, man. So listen, until next week,
please take care of each other. Please be as good a person as the guest we had on tonight. That is an example.
That's a goal. Yeah.
That's why a lot of us got into motorcycling.
So good.
Be that person. We'll see you next week in St. Paul. And until we come back, same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Be more like Shantell, Felicia.
What did you say?
I said be more like Shantell. What's her name?
Shantel.
Shantel. I was trying to get it all in one run. I didn't make it.
You're thinking about the chicken.
I'm thinking about the greens myself. To make sure.